passed out on my friend's lawn, woke up, and I go out to the living room, and everyone's going, "Are you okay?" I look in the mirror, and I had thrown up Welch's grapefruits all over my body. So it looked like a shotgun hit me with gummy fruits. I asked everybody in the party if I had peed my pants, and I said, I'm just gonna get rid of this pee. And I went out in the backyard and I pissed in like their $20,000 fountain.
Oh, they saw you do it.
They saw me. No. Like apparently it was like, it was like more of a focal piece for the house. So like a lot of windows were around said fountain with me urinating.
Was it like a koi pond or something? No,
it was just a sick ass fountain with like a little naked baby in it, and then I urinated on a naked baby that was. So everyone got real mad at that one.
Here's the thing. We love all the guests. But this guest, I'm very excited. We riff very well together. He's one of the hardest people to follow at the Comedy Store. It's Steve Fury. How the hell are you?
Very excited to be here. Comes from another hardest person to follow in LA. I always say that to everybody.
I hate following you. I'm not gonna lie to you. You and Ian Bagg and Rick Ingram, I don't like it.
Yeah, I feel the same with you.
Get him in a fury.
Yeah, I get up. Well, yours is luckily we do good because you work in a lot of crowd work, which I don't do. So it's hard. It's definitely hard to follow you. I think you're the hardest follow. Rick can be okay too, but I think you're the one I go, okay, this is gonna have to reset a room.
But I think that you're right, because we don't do crowd. The crowd stuff is hard to do crowd to crowd. But you already, but then it's like you have such punchy jokes.
Yes.
That when I go up there and I'm like, this guy's got a hat on backwards. The crowd's like, there's no jokes.
Bring out the lips, and then they all just start chanting, "We want lips."
Yeah. The lips don't even get laughs. I'm lips. I'm a set of lips.
It's I like that could be like you and your boyfriend if you guys ever have like a cop show. It's like
lips on lips.
Lips on lips. Shoot her in the lips.
Shoot him up in the lips. We have a video that's went viral right now.
Who do?
Me and Jefferson. We did a video at the gym where I put my
you were the creepy lady,
my lips on his head. I was getting so mad because one of the comments was like, "Oh, you're filming videos with your mom," and I'm like, "Whoa. I do Botox and it's working pretty good. So don't be telling me that I look old as hell up there." He doesn't look that young. Come on.
Oh, he was fucking your mom. I thought your mom came in like you had like a lips to mom to boyfriend thing.
Yeah.
Like
yeah. I go, trust me, they're from my mother. They're real. And then I have her lips come out. So gross.
Comparing lips. You don't think that's my mom? It's just lip to lip.
I'll prove it. My mom's like, please, no. But you are a store regular. I met you. How did I meet you at the store? Before the store?
No, we met at Laughing Skull in 2017.
That's what it was.
Yeah.
Partied, because you're a big partier.
I like to have a good time.
We like to have a couple sips. A few sips.
I like to go pretty hard, You
like to go hard, and you're one of those comics. It's very rare to find a comic who's as funny on as off stage.
Thank you.
Because you're a big riffer. You were riff central off stage. That's why I think I liked you. I was like, oh, who's this guy who's actually not a creep?
Yeah.
Love that.
That's a good one, yeah.
Yeah, you've never given off creep vibe. I've never heard one person say anything creepy about you.
Yeah, honestly,
rare
that's
at the store.
Yeah, well, rare in LA.
Yeah.
And I just early on, it's such a hard business to get into. I never wanted something to hold me back, and not even being a creep, just like dating another comic, because you never know what people say about you when you're not in a room. Oh, yeah. So if you just dated one person, then they get in one room and they say you're weird, it's just like not worth it. So I was just like, I'll just treat everybody good, and it's been working out.
I should have listened to that. I'm sure men are like, no,
I have a lot of comics under your belt.
I do, but they're like mostly open micers.
Oh, yeah.
So like no one gives a shit.
They're just happy it happened. They're like, Steph, let me tell you about her.
Credit now. How do you want me to bring you up? I fucked Steph Tolev and her fat, sloppy pussy. That's
you may have seen this next comic in Steph Tolev. Please give a big round of applause for Jimmy, the Madman Lopez.
Please give her a finger round of applause. I don't know. One finger.
This goes on. All right, and this talks about Jewish people.
You have a finger tattoo. What is that? I've never seen that before.
That is my dad was in like a little group of, like I feel like in the 70s gangs weren't really gangs. It was just like kids got together and like broke windshields.
Yeah.
And so him and his friends all got different symbols on their finger, and I saw them when they all reconnected when like 45 and they put their hands. It was kind of like Captain Planet, but for like white trash people. And he was like, X, if you want to see X, and there was a guy, heart. They made a little circle, and I was like, that's fucking cool.
Did anyone else do it with you?
I don't have any siblings, so it was just me. It was just me. My dad. Well, the best was when I showed him. He was like, "Oh, you got that, huh?" It's like, "Yeah, Papa, I got that for us."
For us, and he's like, "I only do this with my friends."
I keep trying to put my hand into the Captain Planet. They just push me out.
They nudge you out. Like, get the hell out of here. How's it? You have more tattoos than that?
I have one for my dead dog that passed away right there. That was like my best friend, and I get horrible nightmares every night. It's really weird.
Like night terrors?
Yeah, constantly. And the problem with this one was when she passed away, I said I would get her name tattooed on me or something for her. I didn't do it for like 5 years, and I kept having these reoccurring nightmares where I would have the dead dog back.
Oh,
it was gnarly.
That.
Yeah.
I don't like that.
Yeah, I didn't like it either. And then I got this, and they went away.
Why would you? I actually did.
The best part was waking up and realizing she was dead again.
Night after night, bawling my eyes out.
Fantastic.
Waking up again, not there. That would be so sick.
Yeah.
That's it? Those are two little guys?
No, I have this. I have one. I got one when I was 17 at San Francisco thing right here because I thought Stephen Fury was cool. But the problem is the bottom of the F and the S.
Can we see it?
Yeah. It's a lot of people. I get a lot of, is that a swastikas?
Oh, okay.
So you tell me. What if it was just a swastika?
I get a lot of this. It's just Hitler beside it going, that's a swastika. We're like, oh, this.
You can kind of see.
Right? I see. Okay.
Quick little.
Oh, yeah.
Kind of, yeah. So a lot of people go, is that a swastika? I go, no. Got a tattoo in a garage when I was 17. Okay. And I just got a potato right here, which is pretty good. I got that with Jason Cheney a couple days ago.
Oh, that's cute.
Yeah.
Wait, in Calgary?
Edmonton.
Oh, shit. Okay, what was the person's name?
Some little matcha girl or something.
Asian girl?
Yeah.
I almost got a potato from her too. She was in Calgary. I got these 2 tattoos in Calgary, and she's like, "Oh, my friend's giving people potatoes," and I was like, "Potatoes?" I was this close to getting a potato. A little Asian girl.
Yeah, cute little Filipino Asian girl. They matcha. That's crazy.
That's crazy.
That's how small Canada is. There's one tattoo artist for the whole.
Because I was like, I know that potato. Yeah. Because I'm like, I'm just getting them left, right, and center. I've gone crazy.
Yeah, once you get to like around our age, people are telling you you'd regret this when you get older. But now I'm older and I realize I don't regret much. I should have done more.
I wish I had a sleeve by now. Because now I'm at the phase where I'm slowly like, I kind of want a sleeve now. And I'm like, is it too late to start the sleeve?
100%.
But I'm like, I don't care. Because everyone's like, when I first started, it's like you want to be an actress, you can't have tattoos. I'm like, yeah, you can. You slop them up. Every time I've ever done anything, they cover them up. Also, I'm only getting, what role am I going to get?
Yeah.
You think I'm going to get fucking muskrat woman who like...
It's between you and Clay Blanchett.
Yeah.
Or I don't know.
Yeah. It's like, no, I'm not getting those roles anyways.
Yeah,
it's
the tattoos would work.
So it's like, this is...
I had a buddy, he got, I ain't no goddamn son of a bitch, which is a Danzig quote, on his arm in like Comic Sans, and he worked at Home Depot.
Steph Infection listeners, thank you so much for continuing to listen. And thank you so much for coming to see me live and coming up to me in the meet and greet lines and saying, "Oh my gosh, I love your podcast and I love listening." You have no idea how good that makes me feel. I work real hard at this goddamn thing, and I'm very happy to know some people also love it as much as me. I just dropped a spring, summer fucking tour, and I want to give you guys the dates. Here are my new Filth Queen spring, summer dates. If you're not following me on Instagram, please do. That's where they all are. Or go to punchup.live/Steph Tolev, where you can request me. If I'm not coming to your city, plop in your old postal code, Canada, or your zip code, and if enough people message, I can come out to your city. April 24th, I'm doing my Filth show in New York City at LPR, Le Poisson Rouge. Wicked-ass venue. The lineup's crazy. Dan Soder, Jordan Jensen, Sarah Squirm, Derek Gaines. I don't know what to tell you. That lineup's nuts. Please come to that show. It will sell out. May 2nd, I am doing the Netflix is a Joke Festival. I'm headlining the main room in the Comedy Store, which is a big deal for me. I've never done this before. Please, if you're in Los Angeles or San Diego, make the drive. Make the drive, May 2nd. I'm out of breath. May 17th and 19th, I'll be in San Antonio, Texas, sweating my nuts off. June 14th to 15th, I'll be in Austin, Texas at the Creek and Cave. Those shows will sell out. They sold out last year, so please get them now. I can't wait to come back. July 14th, I'm doing the Great Outdoors Festival in Edmonton, Alberta, Canada, with Whitney Cummings and Burt Kreischer. August 22nd, I'm doing a one-nighter in Atlanta, Georgia. And then August 23rd to 24th, I'm doing Charleston, South Carolina. Please get tickets.
These are all going to sell well. Winky, winky, get tickets. Thank you for all patiently awaiting this big UK drop I've been teasing everybody about. I am officially coming to the UK and Holland. Can you believe it? First time ever. Filth Queen Tour is going to be in Holland and England, May 27th to June 1st. I'll be in Eindhoven at the Park Theatre, May 27th. Amsterdam, May 28th at the Comedy Cafe. And then I will be at the Soho House, downstairs Soho House in London, England, May 29th to June 1st. So the Soho Theatre, I believe it is, but it's in the Soho House. Come to these shows. When the hell am I ever taking a 9.5-hour flight? I'm terrified of flying now. punchup.live/Steph Tolev for all these tickets. Thank you.
He would have to get the paint matcher to his skin every day. And then you just lather one thing there, and it would work out.
That's convenient though.
Yeah, it's
nice
probably there's probably a tumor right there.
I don't think that's good putting actual acrylic paint on your skin every fucking day.
He's like, yeah, it doesn't say I ain't got a goddamn son of a bitch, but it is levied with source. It does ooze now, so I don't know. Maybe.
Ooze. Yeah, I ain't no god. Just ooze coming out. That's so gross.
I know goddamn son of a bitch, but I am ill, and my arm needs to be
sick,
taken.
very, very sick. But you're newly engaged. Mm-hmm. Very cute engagement photos. Very nice. You organized a very nice little thing.
Yeah,
surprised.
a little
Also,
too
I love
nice.
your fiance.
I
Very
think at the
sweet.
same. Yeah, she's great, Canadian.
That's why I like her so much.
Yeah,
because we love a Canadian.
She's great. Out of my league, locked it down.
Yeah. But I think we both maybe got out of our league here. That's why I'm like, I'm locking this fucker down. I'm like, I already told Jefferson, I'm like, what if I propose to you? He's like, you're not doing that. I'm like, you had to watch your step, fuckface, because you ain't going anywhere. Hate to break it to you.
You just got a
This
ring
is it
on
for
you at all times. This is a night sunset, isn't it? Yeah, she was great, dude. Everything's good. You know, it's like when you get this person, for me, it's been a couple years now. It's just nice to not have to worry about that anymore, you know? Like trying to get laid, worrying your night around that, who you want. Now it's like this thing that I have. It's like a couch, you know? You bought a new couch. I don't need one for at least 15 years.
It's also on the road, too. Like, I was getting sloppy. Like, I was not wearing condoms. I was getting, well, I never really did. But I was like, I started getting sloppy. But then I was like, it's gross. And then I just feel disgusting. I go home and have this like emptiness in my heart.
Yeah.
But now I'm like, what was I doing? And I think when you find the one, it is that saying where it's like, when you find the one that's it, I'm like, oh, and for so long, I'm like, he doesn't exist. Watch me, like, by the time this comes out, Jefferson's left me for some
the next
hot bottle.
I returned the ring.
I returned it all. Jefferson's repulsed. I mean, I will say, okay, so he moved in and we've been like moving stuff around the house. This is my house. He moved into it. So I found that we had this extra mirror lying around. And I'm like, okay, let me put the extra mirror in the bedroom.
Yeah.
I gotta get some lipo. I'm like, I looked like there was a funhouse mirror in the bedroom. I was like, that's what I look like? That's what you're looking at? In my head, it was much thinner than what I saw.
Yeah, my mirror, once I hit like 33, my mirror budget went into blackout curtains. So like, there's no mirrors in my house, but it is dark.
You look at the house and go, feels good.
It's a cat. Wrong hole. I'm in the dark ages for my house, which is great.
But you guys live together. How long have you lived together for now?
3 years. It's been good,
shit.
man.
Okay, yeah.
We did the. You see, you thought it was a swastika. I can tell. Wait a minute. Yeah, it's been good. We bought a couch. Speaking of couches, we bought a couch. That was cool. It's also that was a big. I've never like bought a new couch.
Really? What were you using? Used couches this whole time?
Yeah. I would have
hand-me-downs.
Oh yeah.
Ew, everyone's fucking those couches.
I slept on Amir K's bed for like 4 years when I first got to LA.
I feel like that's a clean bed.
It smelled like CK Obsession. It was fucking fantastic.
Out of any comic, Amir K, I would say probably some long hairs on there, but I would have thought.
There's no stains.
No stains. No, he doesn't seem stainy.
And then, he always smells fucking good, dude.
He's always clean.
Yeah,
he always
very
has a
clean.
new coat on and a nice crisp shirt. Like he's not like I'm assuming there's a yellow pit stain under there, maybe.
I mean, this is Amazon Essentials. Please keep that together.
No, because I buy vintage stuff and there's always stains and it smells like somebody else and there's holes in it. And I'm like, I'm a slob.
Yeah. I remember when I was a kid, my buddy, we had like one rich friend, and then his dad was giving away all his old gym shirts. And I don't know what he was doing with deodorant, but it was caked on the here and here, and it was like washed.
Hard?
Yeah, it was like he was putting baking soda into his armpits, and we still wore them because we just thought we just had white T-shirts and we thought it was cool.
I slept when I first moved out here. I slept on a couch that my friends had found on the street, and I slept on that for 3 months straight. And I probably have syphilis and gout and a bunch of things from it. It was
scabies came back
for sure. Scabies. There's no way you don't. It was disgusting.
When me and my buddy, it was one of the best roommates I ever had. He's one of my best friends since first grade. We actually moved into each other before I decided to come to LA, and it was great. But he decided to pick up the couch. He was like, "Don't worry, my buddy's got a couch. I got a cover too." So he brought the couch in with the cover. I never saw it raw until we left.
No.
And this it looked like it came from the sea. You know what I mean? I'm like, why is there kelp? There was crustaceans and
Is that
kelp.
a barnacle? Oh my God.
It's from the Titanic. It was so waterlogged.
Ew, like stains, visible stains. And like, did it feel like squishy?
Yeah, well, it was like, like when you scary movie where you see the mold coming from the ground. And I was like, this is my sleeping couch. I was sleeping in the dead man's casket. It was fucking gross.
Ew. That is fucking nasty as hell. Speaking of gross, do you have some gross things that you want to share? Some gross body?
I got this one I'll tell you about. This one's kind of gross. Not really gross, but it is interesting. I thought I had herpes for 3 years.
Oh.
For 3 years.
Okay, so like blisters, sores, ingrowns.
Never got
what
one.
are we talking about?
Never got one, okay? So,
let me make this clear. I never
got anything. So, what happens is I'm kind of on and off dating a girl. She was fine. Everything was cool. Wasn't that important. And at this time, I'm in my kind of like demon stage where I'm like, raw dogging. I'm a door guy at the Comedy Store. I'm doing a lot of drugs, going up to the secret bathroom, having intercourse. I'm in my demon.
Intercourse sounds so industrial. Intercourse.
Yeah. Previously agreed upon between two people's intercourse in a tiny bathroom upstairs. So I'm in this era, raw dogging, having fun, dating this girl. It's getting serious. It's not getting serious. I didn't want it to be serious. She calls me on Christmas Eve and she goes, "Hey, just went to the doctor. You gave me herpes."
And you were like,
and I'm like, I could see that. You know what I mean? Like that. I was like, have you heard about that little bathroom I've been fucking in? Yeah, I could see me transferring herpes to quite a lot of people. And I just go, okay, and I go, I'm sorry I did that to you. And
adult.
Yeah, and then I go, she goes, well, why don't we go official? And I'm like, yeah, I just ruined your fucking life. Yeah. I'm not going to be like, see you later. Take that little parting gift with you. I'm going to skidoo back to my bathroom.
Intercourse bathroom.
My intercourse bathroom. And so we date for like 6-7 months, right? And I just never found it. Like, I never found that. There was no spark, but I was like, I ruined this person's life. And that was really the hardest thing, was going to bed every night being like, I fucking did this to a person.
Yeah, but you never, at this point, you had never seen anything down there?
Never seen anything. Okay. I didn't go to the doctor. I just believed them.
You didn't go to the doctor?
No.
Okay.
I just
So at this point, are you still raw dogging them now?
Yeah, we're raw dogging each other because I'm like, I'm not going to be like, I'm not going to wear a condom for the girl I gave herpes to.
Okay.
So
I can't believe you didn't go to the doctor. This is crazy. This is such a man thing.
This is what everyone. I just believed her because it was doing so much. It was like I just got out of the ocean. Someone's like, "You got me wet." I was like, "Yeah, I could see that. I'm dripping right now."
A lot of
just came from the barnacle. Yeah, just came from the barnacle couch. Yeah. I was at the beach recently. I'm a little fried.
You just came to the beach right now. You're wet right now. He's not wearing any pants. He says there's a barnacle hanging out the tip of his penis. Some seaweed wrapped around it.
Taking it back to the couch. So
the couch is getting dry.
So that's going on. And then she lives in Manhattan Beach. And I was living in West Hollywood.
Beach.
Yeah, beach, back to the beach. Something's happening. And so after a while, I kind of do the fade away thing. I feel so bad, but I'm like, even if I gave this person herpes, I can't possibly.
And have you seen a herpes on her? Was there ever an outbreak?
Not really. But a couple times she was like, we shouldn't have sex right now. So I go, okay.
And she never was like, here, show it to you or something?
No.
Because herpes outbreaks last long.
Yeah, I've done some research too.
Okay. So you did research after.
I did research on it. I go, maybe I'm just one of the carrier guys.
Yeah.
Stuff like that. We ended it. Okay. And then for a couple years there, I'm back to dating. But I'm not telling anybody I have herpes.
You're not?
No.
Are you wearing condoms?
No, I'm just eating pussy.
Oh.
I'm eating extravagant amounts of pussy. Like there's a swatch of women in this city who go, Steve Fury's dick doesn't work, but that mouth sure do. Okay, so
You were a hungry boy.
Yeah,
Hungry boy.
It was Newtown buffet everywhere I went, and so I'm like, I have to make the room dark, because I don't want to see that I am hard.
Yeah. Okay.
So
you're
every girl, I'm so embarrassed that I have herpes.
really. Have you not talked to any friends about this and like had them be like,
I'm
I
so
also
embarrassed.
have it?
I'm so embarrassed.
Okay.
So I'm telling no one. I'm eating swatches of pussies, and I'm jerking off while I eat the pussy to come. But then I'm trying to do it secretly so that they know my
You're
dick's
not
not
letting them
hard.
jerk you off.
No, I don't want anyone to touch it. I'm like, hey,
Okay.
Every time they go, I'm like, oh yeah, I got whiskey dick, and they're like, it doesn't look whiskey. I'm like, it's coming back.
It's piercing.
It's piercing.
Why is there a hole in the mattress
Yeah.
when you're fucking? What?
I'm just humping like a dog while I eat pussy for 2.5 years in this city.
Okay. Wow, that's a lot.
Then I meet my current girl, Jordan. Meet her in Scottsdale, the home of herpes. It's actually, a lot of people don't know that. It's my favorite club. It's Herpes in Scottsdale.
Yeah.
So I meet her, and
She's at the show.
She's at the show. Yeah. She kind of does a slow play to me, where like you like someone's stories, and then a couple weeks later you go ha ha, and then you kind of week or two later she slow play me.
I like this.
Yeah, in this mindset, I'm like, dude, I'm gonna go to fucking Scottsdale and eat some pussy. It's gonna be fun. I'm gonna go jerk off in someone's bathroom and eat pussy. So we start hitting it off.
Okay.
And then she's going like, I need to have sex. And I go, okay. I look it up. They go, if you don't have an outbreak and you wear a condom, it's like 99.9.
Yes.
So I start going, okay, we're fucking. And then we start going, so then she, like anyone, when you're dating them, they're like, I don't want a condom anymore. And I switch into like, I don't have sex with women without condoms until we both get checked. And we do all this kind of stuff. And we did that for about 6 months.
Wow.
And, yeah. And she's getting tired of condoms.
And isn't she a nurse?
Yeah.
Yes.
So she's getting tired of condoms. In the back of my head, I'm going, did I ruin another person's life with herpes because I'm too scared to tell anybody?
Okay. Yeah.
Go back out there. She goes, hey, I want to have sex without a condom. I go, we have to get STD checks before I do that. And then what I'm going to do in my head is I go, we'll get the STD check. Hers will say she's not affected. Mine will say I got herpes. We'll end the thing. And this is where I go.
Oh my God.
I go, and I already loved her at this point. I go, why don't we take we do a trip to the Grand Canyon. And I rent a trailer on this area. It's a really cool thing. So we go this thing. We're having a great time. The trailer's fun. We fall more and more in love. I know at the end of this, it's going to end. Or it's going to end with either she doesn't have herpes and she doesn't want to date a guy, or I fucking gave her herpes.
Yes.
So it's bad, right? The night happens. We get our test almost the same exact time. She gets hers and it says clean, which is all I really cared about.
Yeah.
I'm like,
because you have the blood test too. Because for herpes, you have the
Yes.
test with blood. Yes.
And then she gets mine, and I'm like, just read it to me. And she goes, okay, cool. And I was like, damn, she don't give a fuck about it. This girl is straight Scottsdale, dog. This is crazy. And then I look, and I never had herpes.
So you just lived your life for 3 years.
Swear to God. I mean, I'm talking every night I'm having panic attacks. Because dude, I went on a dating site for sexually transmitted people with disease. I was going like, I think I could date an AIDS person. Like, I was looking at AIDS people because I had herpes. I swear to God.
AIDS people.
Yeah, I was like, they can get through it. I can get through it. I'll just eat pussy and jerk off in a bathroom.
This is so crazy how you thought so many women wouldn't do it still. When I had HPV, I bluntly told every man, I have HPV. And they're like, what? I go, I will give you warts. And they're like, fuck it.
Really?
Oh my God. Every guy I told, I was like, I have condoms. I go, I don't care. Every guy I told didn't give a fuck.
And they would raw dog
Me, sucking that warded up pussy. No, I'm kidding. No, I didn't have an outbreak at the time, but I was like, I would. And this is my favorite fact to pass around. I say this on almost every podcast, but I don't think you know this. You can still pass on herpes and HPV, the entire boxer shorts area, without an outbreak.
Yeah.
It's like multiplied
Skin to
into
skin,
whatever
yeah.
it is now. It's crazy.
But I was just, I didn't read that far in the out.
Yeah.
And,
Well, also a doctor told me this, and I believe it. But it's
Yeah.
also like, also the amount of people that have it. I guarantee you, half the people that are at the comedy store have herpes or HPV.
Yeah, probably HPV people have.
It's
right?
weird. Yeah, I think because I got HPV when I was so young. I was like 27 when I got diagnosed, and when I started telling some of my friends, everybody had it, and I was like, oh, okay. Like I think the stigma is way worse than actually having it. It's such a livable thing, and you literally.
Well, I think HPV is not on the same thing as herpes.
HPV is worse when we get cancer.
Yeah.
HPV is much worse.
But I think most
Cervical
people.
cancer kills. Herpes, who cares? You have a fucking open sore for 2 weeks. Big whoop. Put some cream on it. Get the hell out of my face.
But I think everyone's kind of has HPV, right? I have no idea.
It's a large number. It's a large percentage of people. Yeah.
That one I've never even asked before.
Well, it wouldn't matter because the worst thing you would get is wart. And
Yeah.
then you get buzzed off and that's it.
Yeah.
But women, we get cancer. So
Yeah.
get checked.
So it is worse.
It's worse. But that's so crazy. The stigma around STDs is also so wild that it's still there. It's still running rampant. When it's like, it's so.
I've never
livable.
gotten one. I haven't checked for the HPV thing yet.
You can't. I don't even think you can test.
Yeah.
for it.
So then I've never gotten a single one.
Yeah, no. You at this point, I think if it's lie dormant this long, you might even never get. And now that you're with somebody, and if she doesn't have it, then it's probably pretty likely you don't have it.
So that one was that was a gnarly one, especially when I had to tell her. So she was like, "You were fucking me when you let her herpes." So like, no, let that go. Let that go. That's not. What, now we're in love and we're both clean.
I love you.
And I didn't go on the dating service for AIDS.
Yeah.
Thank you, God.
Thank you, my God. But also, you can date somebody with. You can have sex with somebody with AIDS. PrEP right now is like such a huge. Do you know what PrEP is?
I think PrEP though, you have to. It stops you from getting AIDS.
No, PrEP stops you from getting it to somebody else. So
Yeah.
So if you take PrEP and then you fuck somebody raw dog that has HIV, you're fine.
Yeah.
It's wild.
Yeah, that's why. Yeah, all my gay friends are just like they still raw dogging.
Oh,
'cause
everyone's
they don't
raw
care.
dogging. Everyone's raw dogging out there. Also, HIV very livable.
Yeah, and you know, raw dog's having a comeback.
I've been raw dogging for a while.
I was raw dogging before it was cool.
Oh, I was raw dogging before you were eating pussy. I'll tell you that. I've been raw dogging for a long time. It does feel. It is that feeling.
Yeah.
And I know whatever it's I know I'm out here saying wear condoms. I don't say you should be wearing condoms.
Yeah. As we talk about herpes and HPV running rampant, we're still raw dogging. It's so fun.
Do you have more body things?
More body ones for me.
Have you ever had like massive surgery or an accident or something?
I tore my ACL. Oh yeah, this one's kind of an interesting story. It goes into my dad's wedding. So I was like, I was playing basketball. You know, we're playing basketball, and they just re-waxed the court. You're not supposed to play on it, but they didn't put up a sign. So I'm playing basketball. I'm playing against a girl. She did play at Harvard. I want to say that. She just barely kind of crosses me. I put my foot down. My knee exploded. I tore my ACL, my MCL, and my meniscus at the same time. So then I fly down. My knee swells up.
Oh, your knee must be the size of your fucking head.
It was black and white. It was gross. And I'm on the couch I didn't walk for like 6 months.
Barnacle couch?
Barnacle couch. Okay. I'm there collecting sea stars and small fish. My cuticles are looking great. They're eating the dead skin off. It's fantastic. So then I'm off for 6 months, and it's my dad's wedding. He's getting married on a cruise ship.
6 months?
Yeah, I'm on the ground 6 months because it takes 3 months to get the surgery, then it takes 3 months to kind of heal.
Are you pigging out here? Are you getting porky? You porked up? Because you're not moving for 6 months. Not gaining? What are you eating? You don't do any exercise.
This is prime when they're still giving out like Norcos and Oxys.
Okay.
So I was doing fine.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I'm on the barnacle couch. I'm not eating. I'm looking good, to be honest with you. Other than my legs shrinking.
Yeah.
So I'm there, and then it's time to go to my dad's wedding. And this is his third
cruise.
And he's getting married on a cruise.
Interesting.
I come kind of from like cruise family.
Okay.
Like,
wow.
Yeah. I've been on multiple. And it's so we're going on the cruise.
Which cruise line are we talking?
It was a Mexico one, so I'm guessing it was at Long Beach. I'm not 100% sure.
Okay.
I don't think it was Norwegian though.
Princess?
I've worked a few of them. I've gotten kicked off one.
Working it?
Yeah, they say never can come back.
Because you're dirty?
I was a little dirty. I also did a Filipino accent. And apparently, the Filipino captain did not enjoy that.
Wait, you were watching it?
Yeah. But it wasn't making the accent wasn't the punchline.
Let's hear the accent.
I'm not gonna do the accent because I learned from my mistakes.
Okay.
But the joke was that like he was so smooth he could say anything. So then he was late. He was like, we got prime rib for breakfast. Or for lunch we got.
You made it for the
chicken.
captain.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see why.
And I did a Filipino accent of the captain. So then I go like prime rib here. We're having sandwiches, burgers, and then I go like the pirates have boarded the ship, and then I go like there's basketball too. They're starting to take the children, and I do this thing, and I kind of go down, and it's a decent joke.
This is a funny joke. I'm dying.
Yeah, but it's better with the Filipino accent. and he didn't enjoy that, so I'm never allowed back on the Norwegians.
That's so funny. Getting fully banned from a cruise line is hilarious.
Yeah, he said don't come back, and then he told my management company that I was a racist. It was not great.
Well, now he's pushing it.
Yeah.
Like, it was for the bit.
They knew, and I told them a little bit. But
and they were dying laughing.
So I'm on my knees. My knees all fucked up. We go on this cruise. Okay, I'm barely alive. I'm hobbling everywhere. I got that.
Drugs.
I'm on drugs.
Have you had the surgery by this point?
Yeah, I already had the surgery. I'm borderline. I'm on a wheelchair, but I can kind of hobble around. Day before the last day, we go home. They got married. We go into one of the Ensenada or one of the places that are big party town. I walk down and my aunt goes, "Hey, I had surgery a while ago. Why don't you take one of these?" And she gives me a Dilaudid, which are pretty good. And then I add the Dilaudid to like 3 or 4 Norcos I had, and I walk into Ensenada, and we go to Papa's and beer. And from there, I black out. I black the fuck out, and I go home. The whole cruise line thought I was kidnapped. My dad and my whole family called the cruise line, and they go, "We lost our son. Someone has taken our son in Ensenada." Because I'm just like here, and I just go back to the thing. I don't tell no one. I Irish goodbye. And I go back to the ship. Whole crew, there's like alarms and shit. I'm on the cruise eating pizza on the bow of the ship. I see my family come back. They're freaking out because I'm on the ship. That day ends. No one's talking to me. We go home the next day. So the drive home from Long Beach to Sacramento was about 7 hours. I think this is like the first time I've ever gotten close with my step siblings. So I go, I'm going to do something nice for them. I have, what are the sleeping pills that they used to give out a lot? The Ambiens.
Okay, yeah.
I go, I got these Ambiens. Maybe they would all like Ambien so they could sleep the whole time. Okay, so I take out 5 in my hand, put the Ambien bottle in my bag. Go to my first new step sibling. Do you want an Ambien to go sleep the whole time? They go, no, I eat that one. I go, do you want an Ambien? They go, no, I eat that one. I go, no one took an Ambien. I took 5 Ambiens. I black out again. Oh, God. And I wake up at home and no one's talking to me. Okay, so there's 7 hours I don't know. Apparently, I had to go to the bathroom, I said, about an hour and a half in. We go into a gas station. I sit on the ground. I pull my pants down. I start singing. They get me back into the car. We stopped so I could go to the bathroom. Apparently, I didn't go to the bathroom.
Okay.
I pull my wiener out and I start pissing into a Gatorade bottle as we're going
in the car.
90 in the car.
With the whole family.
The brand new family that I just met and got married to. I'm urinating. And they go, "Why are you doing this?" And I say, "Just don't look." This is like a minivan full of 5 other people.
Don't look.
Being in it, okay? I close the top, open the window. I go, "It's not a big deal." I fling it out. Little do I know, my new brother-in-law is driving behind us. And a bottle of piss explodes, hot off the presses. Piss explodes, and then I swear to you this happened, got stuck on his windshield, the thing.
No.
So he's going like this, and there's piss spraying everywhere.
Was his window open too?
No, he didn't get piss on his car, but apparently he drove up and it's going shake hank, and piss dripping all over his car. I fall asleep. I wake up at home. No one talks to me. And this
Sad that you missed that visual though.
Yeah, I mean that. Just the artistry of being able to do that.
Wow, accurate.
It's like cornhole, you know? That's like
Yeah.
I've practiced cornhole for so long. Whip the piss bottle, smash on his car. And yeah, that one was hard to live down. I've had a few though. I'm kind of a piss boy.
Are you? Oh, you pissing in your sleep?
I'm a pisser. I don't piss in my sleep, but normally if I did something bad, urine is involved.
Really? What other piss stuff have you done? Have you tried your own piss?
No. I guess piss boy would be something different in different communities. I'm someone who urinates a lot when I drink. So,
piss head.
Yeah, piss head. I mean, one time at my dad's house when I was getting hammered as a kid, I got so hammered I ate. I would sneak out of my window all the time. I took the screen down. He was like, "Where'd the screen go?" I was like, I think someone stole it. He was like, "Someone stole the screen from the front of my window." So I'd sneak out, and then one night I go to my buddy's house, and you guys have Welch's fruit snacks where you're from?
Yeah.
So,
Well, yeah, Canada's.
well, you got different vibes. You got different vibes.
Very similar. Yes, we have Welch's.
So I smashed 4 packs of those.
They're good.
Drank off the pop-offs, passed out on my friend's lawn, woke up, went home, went in bed, and I wake up and I go out to the living room, and everyone's going, "Are you okay?" I go, "What did I go?" They go, "Are you okay?" And then I look in the mirror, and I had thrown up Welch's grapefruits all over my body. So it looked like a shotgun hit me with gummy fruits. And I had pissed in the sink.
Which
and
sink?
Filled it up in the
Kitchen
bathroom.
sink? Bathroom?
Bathroom sink.
Ew. Big pisser. You black out a lot. Do you still black out?
No. No, I don't go as hard as I used to.
Okay.
I would say it kind of stopped maybe 32, 30, almost 35 now. I've been 3 years. I've been okay. I handle it a little better now.
Oh, yeah, because I see you sometimes sipping at the store.
Oh yeah. No, I drink still, but I'm not getting hammered or I'm pissing anymore.
Yeah, okay.
Well, now I got this thing. I don't know if you know, but there's always a lot of limes in my cup. What I do is I use the same cup. I get 3 limes every time. When the cup is more limes than alcohol, I know I've had enough.
Okay.
So if at the end of the night, if you see me with like a fruit salad, I'm pretty fucking hammered.
I love the way I know this now, and I can be like,
you're like, "Oh, Steve, I don't think Steve should go up." I'm just having like 6 limes in my thing. It gets pretty intense.
I just watched a set, an OR set of me the other night where I clearly had a couple because they make them pretty strong.
Yeah. Each one is like 4 shots.
And I'm like, Jefferson was driving, so I'm like, because if I drive myself, I'm not drinking.
Yeah,
but I'm like,
same.
oh, Jefferson's driving. I'm like, okay. And then I watched the set back. I was like, this is unhinged.
Yeah.
I can't believe I'm still getting booked here. Like, I did 15 minutes of crowd work. We'll say more crowd yelling. There was not one joke.
I definitely wasn't working either.
Shockingly, it was.
Oh.
Like, I'm getting laughs, but I'm watching it back. I'm like, this is not good.
Yeah.
Like, I'm yelling at people. I call this little guy, walks back in. I go, "How was your shit, you little pig?" And he's like, "What?" I go, "Couple little peblets." And he's like, "What the fuck?" And I was like, it's like insane. Like, it's not normal. So I was like, no, it was crazy. I'm like, I gotta.
Like, I'm the waiter. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm like, bad.
I'm sorry, Amy.
I feel like people like us at the store, though. We're like likable regulars.
Yeah.
We're nice, normal people.
Yeah. There's different levels. You know, some people on the outside, it takes it to get in. The worst is when I've gone on stage before and been like, I'm in the middle of, you'll be a drunk. You're like, I shouldn't be doing this right now.
Oh, yeah.
You're like talking and you're like, I don't know what I'm saying. And I'm just going and I'm seeing people stare at me.
I've never seen you drunk on stage, though.
Yeah, it's not that bad. I've been drunk on stage, though. I've been hammered. The worst I've ever won was I was opening for Burt in Louisiana, and I'd never been. And he goes the night before. This was when he was partying hard, and we would drink every night till 6 a.m. Every night.
Christ.
So this is New Orleans. I'd never been before. He goes, "What's everyone's morning drink?" So we wake up and we have big gulps of tequila sunrises, each person. And he goes, "We're going out." We go out and I'm having like the grenades. I'm like, "What's that thing?" It's like a beer bong, a fucking purple juice. I'm chugging it. Hammered. I go to the show. But luckily it's New Orleans and they like that. I'm so hammered, I don't remember anything. I'm screaming the whole time. It's a theater gig, but I'm crushing. I immediately get off stage and I go into the curtains on stage behind them and I go to sleep in them and wrap myself in them. And there's pictures of me nestled in like 700-year-old curtains. It felt like the couch. I was back on the Barnacle couch, but in New Orleans, and I fell asleep in there. But I normally can get it done.
Yeah, there was a comic, I think I mentioned before, I can't remember his name, but he would be blackout. Like, I'm talking...
At the store?
No, it's in Canada. I'm talking like so bad. Like, he'd be like, and we're like, this guy can't go on stage. And his wife would go, "Okay, you got this." And like push him on and be like, "How's everyone doing tonight?" And just like go back. And we were like, not a single slur would come off, face plant. Like, fucking, it's the craziest.
He would still crush? Or still good?
Oh, he would do well. He had his exact, like, I think he would do an hour, so he would do 45, crush, and then get off and be blackout again. Like, he somehow could just shut it off for that amount of time, which is like, I'm like, I don't let myself have more than like, max I'll have is like 2 tequila sodas before the late show. And then I'll bring a third one on. But I never drink when I'm on. I have it there and I have like 1 sip or something, but I'm like, I try really hard now because there's been a couple times on the road where I get up there the late show. I was like,
The Late Show.
You, and I was like, oh no, and then I'm like, yeah, and then I like try to get out of it, but I'm like in a full panic.
I'm just hammering 2 waters before I go on stage.
And I have like Red Bull backstage.
Yeah.
I'm like chugging it.
Just so they're bloated and drunk now.
Oh God. Where's your favorite place to perform? What city has been your best?
Man, I like the West Coast. You know, because a lot of the stuff I talk about, you know, Asian people and Mexican people. That's all I talk about. But
I was like, I've never seen either of these things you do.
you know, the blacks and the Asians. Like, bring out that swastika tattoo one more time.
It's like, wait a second.
And then I got a half hour on Jews.
I haven't heard any of this stuff.
No, but I have like
You
stories.
talk about soup on stage a lot.
Yeah,
Why?
soup. Yeah, there's a lot of food stuff in there, but a lot of it's like, I don't know. I see my stuff doesn't transfer well to the real Northeast, like not New York, but like Albany.
Okay.
You know where it's just upper Ohio. And then I'm not a huge Florida guy.
Oh, I don't go back to Florida.
I'm kind of done with Florida. I've kind of bombed enough there to where I'm like, I just feel like I'm speaking a different language.
Yeah, I feel like I literally turned down a Florida gig last week. I'm like, I will never be going back to Florida. I don't care what the money is. I like the booker a lot, but I'm like, I will not be going back to that place.
Just just not what I enjoy.
It's not good.
Yeah.
It's not good. The
Yeah.
people. It's also like I get it. I can't be liked everywhere. I'm like I don't think I'm doing Oklahoma City in a couple weeks.
Oklahoma City's kind of cool.
I heard the city that's cool, but I'm like I don't know if I'm in Oklahoma.
I think it goes. I think Oklahoma City, luckily, has got like a lot of weed shops. Are kind of cool now, and they've got a lot cooler. They're not as like you're actually be surprised how many weed there is everywhere because they don't have like a cap on it. So like every other store is a fucking weed shop. It's crazy.
Okay.
But I like that one. I like.
Do you get high and go on stage?
Not anymore. When I was a kid, I did.
Okay.
Now it just doesn't. I'm very like cadence based and like how I say things is important. So if I mess that up with the timing at all. Like, I think 2 shots and a beer is best Steve you can possibly have.
2 shots?
2
really?
shots and a beer
My God.
is me at peak performance. But then the next show, I just had 4 shots and 2 beers. That's not peak performance.
No. Little slurring.
So,
little slurry.
I like LA. I like California. I don't really hate. I'm just a kind of, I like Oregon.
Yeah,
Arizona.
I think, yeah.
Arizona's a fun one.
I think we have the same, like,
Yeah.
these are the same. I've never been to New Orleans. I really want to go to New Orleans.
They don't have anything there. You have to like only do theater gigs or like a rock club.
I can't be doing that yet.
They have one good rock club that people, Howlin' Wolf or something like that. It's pretty cool.
Okay, back to the body stuff because this is a body pod. What's the worst body thing you've ever heard? The worst story that you've ever heard about anything?
Well, my girlfriend is an ICU nurse at Cedars.
Yeah. So what is she?
So like,
Does she come home and tell you stuff?
you know, I've told her I don't want to know because it's so gnarly. But then like I'll hear more and I just realize how much more of a badass she is than me. Like we were watching something, some guy's dying and he gets like, and I go, Susie, are you ever in the room when someone does that? And she's like, I do that like 3 times a week. I was like, oh my God. I'm telling her I did another main room show. She's like, I saved 6 people's life today using the power of man. And then she has one, the grossest one is, since it's Cedars, it's like one of the best hospitals in America, but it's also in West Hollywood, so it's got the craziest homeless people.
Yeah.
So she has some where there's like wounds that these people like in the wheelchair, you know, they can't feel their legs, so they poop in their legs and they don't move the wheelchair, and then they do heroin, so it's like multiple levels of things in them not feeling. So then when they go into the hospital, there'll be like a wound that has maggots eating in it. And they're alive, so she'll have to pick out the maggots eating in it.
This is Stephen Ho came on and there's too many maggots going on in the homeless community out here. Is it because it's so warm out here? Maybe it's like I feel like in Canada with the homeless, maybe they're too cold to be living on the skin.
I didn't even see any homeless people out there.
Oh, they're there.
Oh yeah.
Oh, they're there.
Well, I was in Edmonton. I don't think anything's living out there.
Oh no, they're dead out there.
They're under the snow.
No,
they thaw out every winter.
No, they push through. Because a lot of in Canada they open a lot of like schools and like stuff in the summer and sleep in there. Yeah. There's like shelters and stuff. But it's wild. That is like, and that doesn't faze her. She's just like picking up maggots.
Yeah, but I think she goes into game mode, because then, you know, I'll accidentally not flush the toilet and it's the craziest thing she's ever seen. I'm like, you're picking out maggots out of a hobo's butt, and I left one log that floated back up, and this is the craziest thing.
You left one log, or you forgot to double flush?
Sometimes I'll forget to single flush, because with you're
logging and leaving.
Are you on the bidet? Are you bideting?
I had the new one because my ex shit all over the last bidet, and Jefferson doesn't want to use one that my disgusting ex used, so I'm getting one in the mail this week.
Yeah.
Thank you, Tushy, for the free bidet. A shout out from
Tushy. I went big on my bidet, and it just makes so many noise that it almost feels like it already flushed. So then sometimes, like my audio response of something already happening is.
But you don't look back. I am gawking into that bowl because we're still new moving.
I heard you got a stick and you just start mushing stuff around.
Yes,
a lot of berries this week, huh?
I have to look at it. I have to see what I created.
I've seen sometimes like that. Yeah, sometimes.
No, I'm looking and I'm triple flushing, and I'm still, because we're still new, I'm closing. If he's in the bedroom, I got the bedroom door closed. I have two bathroom doors. I have a little nook bathroom door and the bedroom door, and then I'm turning the sink on, and then I'm lighting 2 matches.
Wow. Well, that's pretty considerate.
Yeah, I take big shits.
Then I go outside and I hose my body down.
Yeah. No. Because he started a thing where he showers after every shit he takes.
I do too.
I'm doing that now. I love it. Why wasn't I doing this before?
Yeah. I do that too.
I'm washing the ass and I'm opening. I'm getting the water, and I want to get one of the things with the handle and get in there.
Like they do. My favorite is like they're like these countries. A lot of countries use bidets, but then you see their bidet and it's just like a hose on a hole. I'm like, I don't know if that's a bidet, but I think that's a guy hosing his asshole out into a hole in his house.
Yeah, that's just a guy with a green hose being like, I'm gonna thumb over, going, this feels nice.
We use bidets, sir. You are.
Well, the bidets in Europe are crazy because it's like a separate toilet. You seen those? Two. Yeah. It's like a whole like that. I like because you pee pee and then you poo poo. Yeah. Really clean out the butt over there.
I got a pretty sick one. I spent like $400 on mine.
Oh, do you have the heated one?
Oh yeah. Heated, everything heated, soft.
You're right in there, soft.
Yeah, sometimes my girl will have to bang on the door to wake me up.
Because you're just really.
Yeah, my legs are numb. I'm like army crawling out because it was just it was good. Yeah. The water's heated. Everything's heated.
Because getting that cold, like fresh cold jolt in the anus wakes you up.
I had a buddy. We had one thing happen. We would go on these, it's high school. We're going to these parties. We're getting hammered. I remember he bought these. The biggest thing was he bought these new pants. They're called these Avisu pants. They're really hard to get when I was a kid. Japanese denim. We're gonna go to a party and he has them, and I feel cool because my buddy's got these fucking pants that are really cool. And I'm like, it's gonna be a fun ass night. I'm with my boy. He got Avisus on, and so we go, and he gets so hammered that he goes and takes a shower. And I go, okay, he's hammered. This is my guy, and we're at a party. At this time, he's like my best friend. And then they go, hey, Steve, your boy's up there in the shower. I don't think he's doing well. I go in there, and I see him, and he's asleep in the bath. It's filled, and he had ripped up a loofah. He ripped up like 4 loofahs everywhere in the water. So I'm like, I'm going to get him out of here before she gets all pissed. Someone ripped up her dad's loofah. Yeah. So I get him in the car. I get his pants. His pants are okay. They're a little damp. I'm like, we saved the Avisus. That's okay. Take him to the car. Take his car back to his house, and I drive back. When I get there, everyone is pissed. They're all pissed. They go, who did it? Who did it? I come back. It wasn't a loofah. He had pooped in the bathtub. And it was floating. Like, it was all floating.
All little floaty pieces?
It was all floating.
And he clogged it?
It was, no, the water, like, when I picked him up, I didn't drain it. Because I was like, okay. I'm like, we got to get out of here. You ripped up a loofah.
Yeah.
I didn't know he, like, had shit everywhere in the bathtub, and had just let it floating everywhere.
Ew.
Yeah. I got him out, though. They never knew it was him because I snuck his ass out.
Pants? You didn't smell him in the car? He wasn't stinking it up?
No.
Like, what was stunk? Poo-poo particles. Poo-poo water, poo-poo chunks. Floater must be nice. I saw Jefferson's poo the other day for the first time.
Nice.
I saw his log. I was like,
he's logging. That's good. I haven't had a log in years.
I was so jealous. Yeah. I was like grossed out, but I was like, damn it.
Yeah, I was like, damn, bro, what are you eating?
Yeah, I even said, I go, logs, huh? He goes, yeah. I'm like, must be nice. He's not loving my grossness. I had a pimple so big this morning. Like, it's still there. A pimple it's the biggest pimple I've ever had in my life. You can't. I put so much cover up on it, but it's like right on my nose. It's like my whole lip is pulsating right now. I woke up this morning and I'm like, I have cancer. It was like so big. I'm like, I think it's a cyst. I popped it full mirror. Like, it was like, I heard that, and I was like, it was bad. And I go, morning, baby. And he's like,
dripping.
He's like, it was so gross. He's like, good morning. And I'm like, I just had the biggest pimple of my whole life. And he was like, I was like so grossed out. But me, I'm like, I gotta ease him out because I've been trying to I'm easing him into the grossness. He's seen me on stage.
I know, but it's kind of like Steph Infection. It's kind of your thing.
That's why I'm like,
it would be like if you're.
He gets so sensitive over it. He's like grossed out. Right now he's very upset with how much Susan smells. He's very upset with my dog smell.
Butthole thing? She's got the leaky butthole?
No, her butthole stinks, but it's like her whole body. He doesn't like the dog smell, so today he gagged, and I was like, we're gonna stop you there.
Yeah.
We're not gagging at my dog. We're not doing the gag. He's like, she's not ever see me in the room again. I go, say that again.
I think you're going to the couch.
I think you go.
Steve's got a barnacle couch he's willing to give to anybody right now.
Can I borrow your couch? Because he ain't sleeping in this.
Let me go to the docks. I just got to pick it up.
Let me go down to the old bay. You never saw anything weird in San Fran when you were living up there? Nothing crazy? You must have seen something up there.
There's homeless people that are dying in the streets and stuff.
Have you seen a dead body?
Yeah. I've seen a couple.
Really?
Yeah. I've seen, driving down the 5 a lot, you'll see him.
Are you serious?
Oh, yeah.
On the side of the road?
Yeah. Like I saw a big rig on its side, and the dude had getting flown out, and his head was like shaved, half his head on the ground.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
What the heck? How old are you? When the hell was that?
I block out. That's the problem is like I have to write down some of the stuff. I'm like, I just block it out so much.
That's brutal.
Okay, this is a crazy. Oh, dude, So I used to sell drugs. Like I really sold drugs. I used to run drugs over the border. I would buy Norcos and Percocet.
Can you say this on here?
I did it when I was in my early 20s. I've said it before. I don't really care anymore.
I was like, oh my God.
I used to run Norcos over. They're like Percocets, but a little less. And I would get like 2,000 of them. Then I would sell them all summer and then make my money when I was in high school.
Good money?
I'd make like, $3-4 a pill. So if I got 2,000 of them, I make $8,000 in the summer. I'm 22 on top of the weed sales I was doing. It was okay. Yeah. I was living fine. And then I just go, I'm going to up this. It's actually a way longer story, this whole conundrum I got into. But essentially a guy put a gun to my head and stole all my weed from me one time. And I had gotten fronted from this very scary drug dealer who was my guy called DeBox. He's a 6'8" black dude, terrifying guy. One time we went to a party in the hills called in Nevada City where they grew a lot of weed. And there was these 4 little brothers. They were littler than me, but they're all in this little trailer compound that they had. And they go, let's have a party. And then we have this party there, and we're hanging out. And in the middle of the night, Chad beat up this whole family. He went from the dad to the kids to, there are 4 brothers and a dad. He beat up the whole family. So this dude was pretty scary, but he was okay. So I got fronted 4 pounds. And I go to Stockton, California. And when I pull up in this one place, a guy comes out of the bushes, puts a gun to my head. And he goes, you know what time it is? I was like, I know exactly what fucking time is this. You can take this shit. It's $4,000. I'm driving back, and I have to chill.
What time it is? That's all he said?
Yeah.
I mean, that's pretty cool.
That's pretty cool, yeah. He's probably in the bush. You know what time it is? Give me that fucking money. Hey, man. Come on. Okay, give me what time it is.
You don't know what time it is. You know what time it is.
You know. I know what time it is. So let me do that again, buddy.
Yeah, pull up again. We'll do it one more time. Take 2.
Fuck. I'm driving back. I got to call Chad that I got robbed this stuff. He doesn't really believe me. He thinks I robbed him. So it turns into this big thing. And in the end, I got to do all these things for him to get all the money back, about $8,000.
Scary.
One of them is I go to Kansas, and I'm going to get weed shipped to me in Kansas, and I'm going to sell it to this one drug dealer I know there. Go to Kansas. It also helped out that it was my high school love was there. So I stay with her. That's fun. I'm getting this weed delivered. Go to this guy that night. He's real crunchy, like a hippie kind of guy, right? So I get there to his house. He's kind of out of it, and he brings out this sheet, and he goes, tomorrow I got all your money. $700 from Skunky. I'll get in today. $500 from Lulu. He got this whole page. And as he's talking, he's going, and then I promise I'll give money to you tomorrow. Then he stands up. It's kind of like this room where there's a door right there. He goes in that door and falls face first on his bed. He goes to sleep. I go, okay, weed's coming tomorrow with the box. He's coming in a car with all this weed that he drove from fucking California here. I'll sell this to here. I'll be even. Everything will be good. Wake up in the morning, I have 50 text messages. That guy OD'd that night and died. He died. He threw up in his mouth, fell in his bed.
Oh.
Then I had Chad coming with pounds of marijuana that I then had to sell in Kansas when I only knew that one guy who just died. And that, so I saw that guy before.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it was really crazy. It turned out worse too. It was a rough couple of years there.
Yeah, I was like, oh, it's so sad.
Bro, I had it done. I was done. I didn't know anybody anymore. I was going to make a little money. Got to go bang my high school sweetheart.
This is crazy.
And then the guy died, and then I was stuck there with all this weed addict, and then all the other drug dealers knew that I had this weed here that I couldn't get rid of. So then they start undercutting me, and then Chad's getting pissed, and then this whole thing happens. But after a while,
but you're out of that completely now. You're
that was like 10 years ago, and he died.
The other guy died. Chad died.
Chad died. Yeah, he went to jail for a long time. A reason I kind of stopped selling drugs was I got good at stand up, and I didn't want to fuck around with that.
Yeah.
And then one day he used to get hammered, and he was a 6'8" black dude, big, like 280, big dude. He thought someone else's house was his. And so he went, the back door was open. He went inside and fell asleep on their couch, and he had a gun. So this family woke up to a 6'8" dude with a pistol in his lap, sleeping on the thing. He went to jail for about 5 years, comes out.
Just for that?
Yeah.
That's 5 years?
Breaking and entering with a gun, yeah. And plus he'd already gotten in trouble.
But he didn't do anything. It was a mistake.
Yeah, I mean, he'd got in trouble a lot of his life.
Okay.
He got out and then started a new family, went for a routine surgery in the stomach. And the doctors killed him. Well, he died.
The doctors killed him?
Yeah, well, he just died like the next day from the surgery complications. He was all right guy. Pretty scary dude, though.
Yeah, poor Chad.
Poor Chad. He lived.
Chad had his sleep, and he got mixed up, and then the doctors.
Yeah.
I feel bad for Chad. I'm on Chad's side for all this. Minus the beating up the whole family thing. But
they tried picking on him. They said the N-word.
Oh.
They were like, kind of like, there's like different, everyone thinks California is all these surfers when there's like mountain people. They look a little weird.
There's a lot of scary people.
Yeah.
Have you been to Lake Arrowhead?
Yeah, the deserts. You start getting to the desert in the south. You start getting north.
The Joshua Tree folk, all those military boys up there, scary stuff.
Yeah.
You get
so he was all right.
That was I'm like, I know there's more to the story, but I'm like,
I got a bunch next time.
We have 8 minutes left. Any more bod things?
My body stuff. I don't know if I've had that much gross stuff.
This has to be gross. Everyone thinks it's because it's called Steph Infection. I was like, I don't have any more disgusting stories. There's no other crazy stories your fiance told you?
No, I mean that one. I don't know if I have any more. Let me see, man. I don't think anything's gross.
I love a good body story. My zit is pulsating right now. It's got a heartbeat of its own. It's really going. I feel like it's just pussing right now. I don't even get a lot of zits. 38, biggest in my life. What else you got?
Oh yeah, I got one.
Okay.
Me and my friends used to take mushrooms, and we would go to people's house. We would take an eighth. We didn't know that you should take less than an eighth of mushrooms.
Jesus Christ.
We just thought our dealer was like, each guy should take an eighth. So we were in high school. We would take an eighth, and then we would just go to other people's parties, like show up, which is a horrific thing to do. So
on mushrooms,
going to parties you don't know people. And we do this like every Friday. And I do this thing, like I said, kind of a piss boy. I always think I piss my pants on mushrooms. Always think I piss my pants. Yeah, it always feels warm. So then I would get hammered at these parties, and then I would go up to everybody and just ask them, did I piss my pants? Over and over again. And so, like, not a fun guy to bring into a party, Like, should we have Steve, the guy who pisses his pants but doesn't piss his pants? So I'd go up to him and be like, hey, sorry, yeah, Steve. Hey, did I piss my pants, or is it just normal? And they're like, why are you here? Why are you asking this?
Who are you?
How'd you get in this party? And then we got kicked out of one party because I went pee in their fountain. I asked everybody in the party if I had peed my pants, and I said, I'm just gonna get rid of this pee. And I went out in the backyard and I pissed in like their $20,000 fountain.
They wouldn't know. They saw you do it.
They saw me. No. Like apparently it was like, it was like more of a focal piece for the house. So like a lot of windows were around said fountain with me urinating.
Was it like a koi pond or something? No,
it was just a sick ass fountain with like a little naked baby in it, and then I urinated on a naked baby that was. So everyone got real mad at that one.
That reminds me of my friend Laura. This is so disgusting. We're at Bonnaroo. Disgusting. It was so hot. Someone died that year in the tent. It was so fucking hot. Wow. There's this fountain in the middle of the fucking festival. And day one, fountain's pretty clear. And, the water line was very long. And Laura's like, I'm going to fill my water bottle up in here. I'm like, I'm not drinking that. Day 3 comes around. I'm like, that water is gray. It was just recycling. And Laura's like, oh my God, I was peeing there the whole time. So if Laura was peeing in there, other people were peeing there, washing their disgusting bodies in there. Laura's refilling up other people's piss and dirt and sludge and chugging it.
But why is she?
Bottles.
She already peed in there.
Laura's gross. She's disgusting.
Yeah, that one's bad.
She's bad. I love
the
her. I
idea.
love her to bits, but she's the grossest.
I love
person
the
I know.
idea of her pissing into a fountain and then getting disgusted that other people have been pissing in that.
She wasn't disgusted.
Oh.
I was like, why is the water not watercolor anymore? That's not water. That is a fucking gray matter. That's Grey's Anatomy over here. There's zero watercolor on this.
It's thick like bone
It
broth.
was thick. It literally was gross. It was like murky as hell, and I was like, I don't think you should be drinking that. She's like, it does taste weird. I'm like, because it's other people's skin and piss. It's so fucking gross. Blech. I mean, just think about it.
Were you a big? I've been to 1 or 2 music festivals, but it's never been like mine.
Oh, I was big. Coachella, Lollapalooza, Bonnaroo. Now you couldn't pay me unless I was like in VIP at Coachella. Like had a fucking
I need the side thing.
I need a side thing. I need to be fucking. I'm not mucking around with these slobs anymore.
So my buddy Morgan Mazzelli's one of the waitresses at the Comedy Store, one of my best friends. He got hit by a car, and we had tickets to go to Life is Beautiful. He was going to be in a wheelchair. I felt bad. I go, I'll be in a wheelchair with you. Okay, I was like, because for somehow I thought I won't have to stand up. I can watch the show sitting down. This is gonna be good. I got to tell you, folks, being handicapped is not as fun as you think it might be.
I don't think a lot of people think it is fun, but okay.
I thought I would be the only guy sitting in a chair watching it.
No, you couldn't see, could you?
No, couldn't see.
You know, race thing.
Couldn't see. Going to the bathroom very hard because I then had to pretend I was handicapped. So
no one's wheeling you. You guys are both.
No, it was. I had a mechanical one. Like it was. Like I was zooming
you were
around.
Really dedicated to this bit.
I had oxygen and stuff. So I was zooming around in the beginning, fun, but after a while, people were just rude, and then the worst was just having to pretend I was handicapped to go to and from the bathrooms.
Well,
so,
yeah, you
like,
can't
I would just have this limp thing walking around, and then it was bad. Yeah.
When was this? Last year?
Right before the pandemic. It was right before. It wasn't that long ago. It was
recently.
I thought it would be fun, but it wasn't.
Okay, final question of the pod. Funniest way you can die, personally.
Funniest way I could, options I could die, or like
what you think,
like possibilities, or
yeah. What do you think the most comical way for you personally? One final hurrah.
Wow, I would probably go
Fake barnacle couch.
Yeah, sucked into a couch. My body melded into a couch. What's a funny way I could die? Air balloon would be pretty.
Hot air balloon is pretty funny. Bye, everybody's so excited to go off.
Why are we going down a little faster than I thought? Oh, hands down, this is it. I've been trying to do a joke about this. I don't know if you know this, but the Golden Gate Bridge, famous bridge, San Francisco,
Yes.
they added a $225 million suicide net.
Saw this, yep.
So I think it would be the funniest thing to be the first guy caught in the net. Like, he just didn't know. And someone's like, are you okay? You're like, I definitely didn't try to kill myself. And you know when they put in this net? $225 million. Like, the guy, just the idea of killing yourself, trying to kill yourself, and then getting caught in a net.
That's pretty sad.
That's pretty sad. Like a grouper or a fish, you're there, rope burns, now you're going to cook.
But do you want to know something crazier? Have you seen the TikTok? I've probably mentioned this before too, but there's a TikTok of a guy who jumped off the Golden Gate Bridge years ago, and he fucking survived.
Seals?
Yes.
Yeah, I've seen it.
You heard that?
Oh, yeah.
So he fucking, but he said the second he jumped off, he was like, oh my God, I don't want to do this. I regret it immediately. Yeah. And then he hit the ground and he like busted his like fucking whatever it was, collarbone or something, and a fucking seal pushed him up and pushed him to the fucking shore. Yeah. And he said he thought it was an angel. And there's a guy going like, holy fuck, this seal saved this guy. Because like there's a guy watching it happen, which is so insane. A fucking seal saving your life? Like you can never thank the seal.
Yeah, I mean, the idea of jumping off a bridge into water just sounds terrible because then even if you make it, then you drown.
Yeah, I don't like that.
I'm going straight. I mean, I would sleeping pills or something. That would be the best way.
Night, the barnacle couch. Yeah. One final tuck-in. All right.
Squidward. Oh, my Squidward.
Thank you for doing this, Steve. Where can everybody follow you? Find him online.
Follow me at Scuba Steve Fury. Check out my show last Tuesday of the month, Cronies at the Comedy Store. Second Saturday, my new show, Comedy Confidential. It's a shit. And I'm trying to get you on it, but you're always on the road all weekend.
It's a nightmare. Thank you for coming. Very fun episode. Bye.